Greetings, Dennis Daniels here. This is a demonstration of how to use Kantu Chrome extension to extract data and to store it in a CSV. Now, computer science, or science in general, is about reproducing results, and I'm going to attempt to reproduce these results with Kantu. Let's get started. First off, it's already installed, so I'm already on the target page here from their example. I believe they didn't produce or didn't share the exact URL. I'm going to start the extension, and you can see I'm going to create a new macro here. Discard the last one. So I've got a new macro. Let's see if I can get that over there and get this over here so we can see it a little better. I hope that does not mess with the recording process. So here we are. First, we want to click on the country. So I'm going to start recording. I'm going to click on the country. And you'll see over here, I've got, it's already opened up the country list, and I click and wait on the image, which in that case was the Albanian map. Now I'm going to click on the data that I want. I clicked on it, and you see click ID, click at, and I'm going to change from click to store text. So this value here I'm going to click, got a bunch of them. I don't want all of that. Click at. So it shouldn't be click here. It should say click at, although it says click at. Or it says click on this one. And mine, when I'm trying to do this, says click at. So there is a difference in the information that I have versus the information on the website. So let's edit this, and I'm going to change it from click at to store text. So I start typing store text, and the value, I need to save the value as CSV line right here. This should be in bold for people to be able to read it, but copy that, and the value should be set to store text CSV line. Okay, and now I'm going to add a new line. Oh, let's see, store text. Okay, that's good. And then this one here is going to be CSV save. CSV save. And the target is test IBAN. Select that. And now I've got these fields. And that should produce one line of CSV data. So let's go ahead and test that by opening up a new tab, and let's click save, test CSV save as the macro name, save. And now let's make this, doesn't like being scrunched up, but I need to be able to see what's going on. So now the macro is saved. Let's go ahead and step through it. So step, it opens the page. That's good. And now the next step is click on country list, and it opened up the country list. It opened up Albania specifically, which in this case is a image. Then step. Now theoretically it should have grabbed this data here, and step. It should save the CSV to test IBAN. If I go down here, I should see test IBAN. There's test IBAN right there. It didn't take the caps. Let's take a look at it. And you'll see that this has been saved. I don't recall getting the 47, but it does look like it worked. Now, the obvious question here is, well, do you want to get a loop? Because you've got all of these data. You've got all of these pages here. Let me pull that out a little bit, show you what it looks like. And so we got all of these 100 plus countries. If you wanted to loop over these countries, the documents suggest that you would change this line here, because it's list li1 a image. What you swap out is the li for loop statement, and in square brackets we put the loop. So we copy that, and then we go over here into the square brackets, and that should do it. Now what we want to do is do the next. I'm going to change this to test so that we have different CSV. And we're going to run this loop. We're going to play it as a loop. Let's make sure we save it. I'm going to play this as a loop. Get rid of that. Play as a loop. Now start value is 1, okay. And we'll do 5 lines of data. And now when I click play, it should rapidly go through 5 iterations of CSV data. Let's give it a try. Now up here you see a countdown of sort, tag waiting 10 seconds, line 2. And theoretically, something is happening, but it doesn't, not quite sure what's going on over here. The page keeps changing, but too fast for me to see what's going on. And it's certainly not right there. Just opened the page and then closed it. And in a few seconds, round 5 of 5 is nearly done. And we got an error message at the end. So what's going on? CSV. Now the target was test IBAN, and it didn't look like it doesn't look like it saved. It doesn't look like it saved the data. And why is that? CSV save, CSV line, CSV line. So CSV data, our loop did not work. Click Save. Let's try it again. Okay, so I've got click and click at. That is a variable. Maybe it affected what I was recording. And let's go ahead and play the macro again. Play loop. This time we'll just do 2. Play. And it says it's waiting, line 2. Something happened over here on the page. And again, we should have test IBAN as a CSV as output. Okay, the macro is stopped. And again, no test IBAN. I don't know where these variables are being, or rather this data is being saved, so I can't really identify it. So what did we change? We changed the loop command, and that's when it failed, and I can see why it failed, because when I copy pasted, I didn't include the last, stop this, stop. Okay, so I can see it now, and maybe you can see it too. I didn't include the curly brackets, so that suggests that there's really some some work to be done on making sure the code in the fields is functioning. Save. And this time, it should have thrown an error before running through the whole macro. But now that we know, let's give it a try again. This time, play loop with a max of 2 and play. Let's see what happens this time. Okay, it opened Albania, it looped, and now it should open Andorra, which it did. And the loop is now finished, and we should have test IBAN, which is what we wanted here, and take a look at the data. Don't know where it's opening. There it is. Okay, so there, interesting. The IBAN number for Andorra is 4 digits shorter than the Albania data. Maybe not the end of the world, but there it is. The Kantu automation of extracting CSV data. It does work. You have to, what did we learn here? We learned to definitely pay attention to those curly brackets. I hope this has been useful for you. Thanks for watching, and happy computing.